This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Burkhart versus Williams. You all have been together for 3 years. You both want to get married, but your wedding plans are on hold, possibly forever, because of cheating allegations. Tell me why you're here, Miss Burkhart.
I've been with this man for 3 years. I have given him my heart, my soul. I have opened up every aspect of my life to him, and he treats it like it's all just one big joke.
What are you doing to make you think that he's cheating? What is happening? Oh. Have I asked the magic question?
I have every spy device possible.
Okay, tell me about
I have
this.
GPS on his car. I had, for a year, I had to where it could record background noise. I could read his text messages. I could even hear his phone calls.
So you are out there playing I Spy.
Yeah, I have to. I'm like a certified detective now. Just I haven't been to school for it.
And you...
Okay, Mr. Williams, how does this make you feel that the love of your life is like, she got her eye on you and about 10 other eyes?
In the beginning, it's cool. I understand. You know, I've done stuff. I understand everything she's doing. But now that time goes on, it's just like craziness. I mean, I just can't handle it no more. I mean,
So you're
I'm telling
saying-
the truth, which whatever comes out of my mouth is going to look like a lie anyway, because I already lied in the beginning. So no matter what I say, it's just going to be a lie.
So you're saying because you've broken the trust,
Right.
there is no trust.
I screwed this whole thing up. You know, I mean.
I love.
But in the beginning, when she first put these
You know,
out
most people screw up at the end. I wanted to screw up in the beginning so the end would get, you know.
Okay, well, you keep talking about this broken trust. What did you do at the beginning?
You know, I mean, she knew I had a girlfriend. She's the one who, she knew I had a girlfriend. I meant, but I didn't know if is this one right?
They
Wait a minute, hold up. You said you had a girlfriend when you had a girlfriend?
Right.
So it was a triangle.
Right, triangle.
So, Ms. Burkhart, this is in the beginning of your relationship?
This is the beginning, yes.
How long were you all together when this...
Probably a month.
Oh my God! But you know what? Beyond that point of that 8 months on, honestly, I have never cheated.
Okay, so Ms. Burkhart, he is saying I screwed up at the beginning.
Right.
Right.
But I've been right ever since.
You damn right.
All right.
Darn right.
I've been certified by Mr. Williams. Okay, so what is it that makes you think he's cheating now?
Well, first we have the babysitter after we've been together for a year. His babysitter.
Tell me about that.
She tried to call his phone, and I asked who it was, and he said it was the babysitter. Well, it's also one of his ex-girlfriends.
Okay, hold on. So where were you all? Where were you? Were at home, in a car? Where were you?
I was at home, and he was, I think, maybe at work that day.
Okay, so
and
what
I
happened?
messaged her, and I said, quit calling my man.
Hold on.
Wait.
You were home and he was at work.
Because remember, at this time, his phone's tapped and everything, so I see everything that he sees.
Okay, all right.
So I didn't see it on his phone. I saw it on my stuff.
There it is.
About his phone.
That's what I was confused about.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Right.
So now tell me what happened.
So I said, whose number is this? And he's like, first he tried to say it was a guy, but I'm friends with that guy too, and he doesn't have that phone number. So I said,
Rookie mistake.
right.
Right.
And then he said, oh, that's my babysitter. Okay. So I said, well, why is she calling you at 3 in the morning when she's not even with your kids?
Because the good ones do that.
Right. All the time people do that. So I messaged her and I said, stop calling my man or I'm going to show up at your doorstep.
And she said,
Okay, Miss Thing, let me just tell you what your man's really doing. He's texting me and calling me every single day, telling me how beautiful I am and how much of a beep you are.
okay, but wait a minute. Don't you have a device on the phone? Wouldn't you see those messages to him? To her?
No, he was messaging from his friend's phone.
Oh, and you hadn't been able to get a hold of the friend's phone.
Right.
Mr. Williams, question number 1. Why is the babysitter calling you at 3 in the morning?
This whole thing was just it was just a messed up thing. And I told the chick I don't want nothing to do with it no more. Then that's when she decides to call and say, hey, you know what your boyfriend's been doing? La, 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 la. Like I was just like...
Well, you kind of glossed over that a little bit. I don't want
I was about to say, Mr. Tyler, you gonna let him do that?
That was real smooth how he tried to do that.
Yeah. Ask the question.
Why is the babysitter calling you at 3 in the morning?
To get together.
Okay, let me ask a different question.
Wait, he answered it. To get together.
Right.
To get together with you.
Yeah, to borrow
To get
some money.
together with you to
borrow
do
some money
something.
or whatever.
What's
Well,
the
it's not
whatever?
for whatever.
Yeah, that's the. Mr. Williams.
I never slept with her. I mean, when I was going out with her, I never slept with her. It was a kiss. She knew about it. That's all.
Ah! Aha! Did you
So-
hear that?
What?
Did you hear what he said?
That they kissed?
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yeah.
You gonna ask him about that?
You can ask him.
No, you go
You
ahead.
can ask.
Why are you kissing the babysitter?
She was an ex. I'm telling you, 2016, I didn't take her serious. I didn't take nothing serious. I was a cheater.
We've been together for a year at this point.
I mean,
So you're saying, but that's the only time.
yeah,
that you-
let me put something straight.
All right.
I did what I did.
Yeah.
I did what I did, okay? I've done what I've done in 2016. But beyond this point, there's nothing. I have learned to love.
Liar.
I learned to cherish what she
There's
had.
the liar.
I mean, I could never ask for a better woman in my life. I mean, God put, really, hands
Okay.
down.
So you're doing all this stuff, which is very
Significant.
innovative. Yeah. You're doing all this stuff. Have you seen anything
Oh yeah.
that you think he's cheating?
Yeah. His new thing is he likes to get on dating apps. In fact, I actually have a picture of a screenshot of one of his sites.
Ron, would you get that, please?
Yes, Sean.
This is a different one.
And you know this?
Thank you.
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
This is one
A
of the dating
profile.
sites and his name and what he says on there as about himself.
Fun one-night stand. About Tommie. One-night stands are good love, having fun, eating blank like a champ. Live like it's your last.
Wants to date, but nothing serious.
But he doesn't think about anybody else.
So, Mr. Williams,
Did you put this out here in the world?
Yep.
while you were with Ms. Burkhart,
No, I was kicked out at the time.
No.
why were you kicked out?
I get kicked out all the time for lying.
Yeah.
And
So why
I
were
know
you?
this doesn't make sense, but it does in my head. I mean,
All right. So you lie about things. That's why you constantly get kicked out. Is that?
I lie about going to the boat, gambling. I mean, I lie about a lot of stuff.
Are you being facetious or are you being real?
He's being real.
I'm being real.
Okay, all right.
I don't lie. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I mean, I have cheated in
He
the
just said
beginning.
he don't lie.
But anymore,
Okay, wait a minute.
Hold on, Miss. Hold on.
Your testimony is, I'm a liar. Yes or no?
I have lied.
I know I just said yes or no. Did I not just say yes,
Yes,
or no?
I am a liar. Yes.
Okay, and so she doesn't trust you at all.
Right. No trust at all. I don't blame her.
Now,
Okay.
All right. So now my question is, when you get kicked out for lying, do you go out and make profiles?
I do not talk to no other females. I'm telling you this right now. I don't. You might look at the dating sites. All this might look to a judge and jury. I'm guilty as hell, but I'm not. Okay, I
okay.
am not.
All right,
I am faithful to her. I know it sounds crazy, but I am. Ever since that kiss, I'm beyond. I have not talked to no female, have not even mentioned no female. I might get on the dating sites and go on and blah, 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 but I don't talk to nobody.
Except for the girl in
I still don't talk to nobody.
Okay,
Miss
tell me
Wim-
about it. Tell me about this.
Well, he was getting messages on his phone, so I texted this girl this number from my phone and said, "Quit texting my man."
Oh, please show the picture.
You submitted those
Oh,
tabs.
please
I
show the
did.
picture.
I did.
Okay.
Please show the picture.
So
Show the
she
picture.
says, "Here's that pics I told you I was sending,"
And Miss Burkhart, you responded, "You're ugly."
Yeah.
and she says, "I was chatting with a guy on there. I guess he gave me the wrong number."
And then you say, "Quit texting my boyfriend."
Yeah.
Yeah, show the woman, please.
And then she says, "Sorry, babe, can't speak."
Keep sending my man pics, and I'm going to rip your
Beat.
blanket hair out.
Yeah.
Okay, so did she respond to this?
She did.
Oh, what did she do?
She sent me
Oh,
this.
Ron, would you get
Yes,
that?
Your Honor.
Whatever it is.
Thank you, ma'am.
And are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Which she also sent to his phone as well.
But are you serious? Look at me, Your
Wow.
Honor, look at me. Really?
And so this is
I
what...
have a $9 hour
he's
job.
right.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. This is crazy. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Right.
I'm not in
Mr.
Hollywood.
Williams?
So, Mr. Williams, you're saying you're not having conversations with these folks. Why is she sending you a picture?
I really honestly don't know. I mean,
How'd she get his phone number?
really?
See how his life is? See how he's living? He's got her like that. Some men got her like that. I mean, some of us got to work. You know, some men it just falls in their
What
lap.
you working on?
I'm working on you.
I mean,
I spend all my time working on you.
All right, Mr. Cutler.
I think we got enough. I think.
Do you?
Yeah, I think because, I mean, it's going back and forth. I hear what's going on. You know, he says, yes, he's cheated in the past and he's made some mistakes, but not since 2017 has he been involved with anybody else. He's been faithful to her. Ms. Burkhart doesn't believe it. She doesn't buy it.
I understand.
If he's lying, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why at this time the court would like to call interrogator Lena Cisco and licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Schul to determine, is he cheating? Rob, would you escort them in? We conducted an interrogation as well as a polygraph examination to get to the answers today. So we have Ms. Cisco and Mr. Schul here. Ms. Cisco, what did you do to determine about Mr. Williams' dealings with the babysitter?
I asked him about the relationship. He told me that he gave her money and that she kissed him. And then he made the comment, if I'm gonna be giving someone something, why not get something in return? And so then I asked him specifically if he was having sex with her, and he responded no, and as he said this, he showed disgust on his face, which to me appeared to be a truthful response.
Aha. And so, Mr. Schul, you asked Mr. Williams, since being in a relationship with Miss Burkhart, have you had sexual intercourse with your babysitter? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Ms. Cisco, in your investigation, what did you determine about Mr. Williams having sexual contact with any other women that Ms. Burkhart doesn't know about?
He started telling me a story which was on a part of their separation when he got kicked out of the house for a 3-week period of time. And
3 weeks?
his co-worker had introduced him to a female.
Oh,
And as he was telling me this story, he leaned back in his chair and he put his hands behind his head, which is a classic body language position for confidence and satisfaction.
So when was this?
Hold on, Ms. Burkhart. And so, Mr. Schul, you asked Mr. Williams, other than the 2 women Ms. Burkhart knows about, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Ms. Burkhart? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, now you mentioned that you have lied. Now's the time to come clean.
I wasn't with nobody. That's the problem. I mean, I was introduced to somebody, but I didn't go no further.
Well,
than that.
but you've had sexual contact with somebody.
No, I have not. Never have.
Okay, so this person you were introduced to, tell me about that. You just met on the phone, you met in person?
Yeah. Went for.
Which one?
We went. Matter of fact, we went to the boat that night, but.
So you met and you went gambling with her?
Right, but it just.
Did you go to bed with her?
No.
Did you kiss her?
No.
Did you fondle her?
No.
Did you touch her in any
No,
way?
I didn't even lie. I wasn't even interested.
Okay, you know what? He's not gonna tell the truth.
Right.
Hey, it's over.
It is over.
Mr. Schul, did he admit anything to you?
He did, Your Honor.
Tell me about that.
He admitted to me during the polygraph that during a breakup that happened about 1.5 years ago, that he did have sex with other women.
Other women, plural.
Yes.
Ms. Burkhart, you know, to be honest with you, I don't think you needed to come here to know the truth. You've known. You've known
But
in your heart.
I had to, because when he leaves, he tells me that I'm wrong, you know, and I start thinking that I'm wrong and I don't know for sure. And so this was the only way that I can make him leave and know for sure.
You all have known each other for over 40 years. You've known each other since you were teenagers.
Yes.
You've been married 8 years, but you, Mr. Fisher, believe that your bride is cheating. What is at stake if that is true?
Well, Your Honor, I took care of this woman from head to toe. And if I find out today that this woman has cheated on me after me being so good to her, if I find out today that she cheated on me, this marriage is over.
You done.
I'm done.
Well, it's pretty clear, Mr. Cutler. He is done.
I know. Miss Fisher, you got a man who says he takes care of you. How do you respond to that?
No, sir. This man is crazy. I've never cheated on him. I've loved him since I was 15 years old. I'm very faithful, I'm very honest, and I'm submissive to this man.
Oh.
And have been.
All right. Now, you all keep talking about all these years that you've known each other. Tell me, how did you all meet?
Well, Your Honor, we met when we was kids. I used to live on the street where I grew up on.
Uh-huh.
And I used to be hanging out with my little partners on the street, and I'd be like, man, that's a bad little old baby right there, man. I gotta get that. And so, man, I just watched her for it, and then I went over to her one day when they was going to church, and I say, man, why don't you go out with me? She's like, man, I'm not going out with you unless you go to church.
So then?
Then one day I seen him going to church, and I was dressed kind of nice that day, so I went up in the church, and I sat where she can see me, and she seen me, her eyes got kind of big, and she smiled. I said, yeah, I'm in now, I'm gonna get this baby. She went out with me, man. I was in love ever since, man. We was just inseparable, man.
So,
Miss Fisher, were you bluffing when you said that? Were you thinking
No.
there's nowhere in the world he's gonna show up in church?
I knew he wasn't gonna come because he was a bad boy. And this man was my first. I lost my virginity to him.
Oh,
And
all right.
I fell in love with his intelligence.
All right, so we got this beautiful thing. You get him to go to church. You all have been together since then, or what happened?
No, actually, Your Honor, we had a 20-year breakup between them because when I was younger, she cheated on me. We had a baby, we was living life, we was living good. And this woman broke my heart, man, cheated on me, man. I could never forgive her, and I left her.
And your heart was tore up.
Still tore up over it.
Tears come to your eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
That the
ma'am.
hurt and the wound was that deep.
It's still there.
You know, you talk about time healing all wounds. This wound is still fresh.
20 years, you love somebody like you. I loved her, man. It's like cut your heart in half, man. You get somebody, you just think a queen. She was a church girl and the nice, you know, I just was in love with her, man. When she cheated on me, man, it just tore me apart.
So, Miss Fisher, how does it make you feel to see that it still hurts him that you cheated on him in the past?
It breaks my heart. I mean, it was a mistake that I made, and I've been regretting it since from then until now. And I tried to ease that pain, and I tried to ease his heart by letting him know that I love him and I would never cheat on him. It's been over 30-something years ago, and he still has that same pain. And I've been faithful. I've been loyal.
So
he still don't believe me. So that's why we're here.
All right, so you had this horrible breakup, it sounds like, for over 20 years.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you reconnect? I mean, because I'm thinking the way you welling up, you would be like, I don't ever want to see her again. So how did you get back together?
Well, Your Honor, it was out the blue. She just called me one night, man. I was like, who is this? She said, Patricia. I said, what? And then my heart started beating. You know, because this is the girl that I was messed
This is
up
the one.
over. Man, she called me, and I was like, I got to have her back.
Really?
I got to, and we hooked back up, and man, I married her like 30 days after we got back together.
Wow. 30 days later, you all were married.
Married.
Whoa.
I always knew she was a girl for me, but I just believe she doing the same thing she did to me when she was a kid.
So Miss Fisher, after 20 years, what made you decide to pick up the phone and start dialing, and how did that come about?
Well, I got tired. I was in a lot of bad relationships, and I got to thinking. I said, my first love was always good to me. And I called him, and ever since then, we've been together.
So you knew. It's like swans. You know, swans have one mate. That's
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
I don't care what, even if the other swan dies, that swan will never get with another swan.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's your swan.
He is my swan. He is my everything. He's my protector. He's everything to me.
Everything should be happily ever after, but it's not. Why? What happened?
Well, Your Honor, as our marriage carried on, I'm working hard, taking care of her. You know, I trusted her for a while. I mean, I guess I had a little trust for her. One night we laying in the bed, because we sleep, you know, close, cuddled up and everything. So one night the phone call ring. I'm wondering who called in my house at 2 o'clock in the morning, my wife's phone.
Right.
So, you know, I got my ear open. I hear his voice. I say, who is that on the phone? So when she described who's on the phone, it's the same ex on the phone that she cheated on me with when we was kids. He on, but check
over
this
20
out,
years
y'all. Now
ago?
listen to this. It ain't just a phone number on the phone. The dude's name is in the phone, so you got to program that in your phone for him to talk to you. And she said she don't have no communication with her exes.
Oh.
What he did was he called in regards to a family member that had gotten into some trouble. And I explained that to my husband. I even put him on the phone with the man. And he still didn't believe me.
Did you actually talk to the ex?
Yeah, I told him don't call her phone no more.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
It was easy enough for you and Mr. Fisher to rekindle.
Yes.
It would be equally easy enough for you and this ex to rekindle what you had.
No, because what me and Mr. Fisher had were totally different. This guy was just one time and that's it.
Yeah.
Where his insecurities are coming from is he cheated the whole marriage, is what he's not telling you. That's where his insecurities are coming from.
Before we start deflecting, I want to know, do you have any other concerns about this ex or any other ex?
I got some more concerns, another reason why I think she's cheating.
Okay, tell me about it.
Can I go to the board and show you?
Sure.
Yes, sir. Step over, please.
Go on over there.
So I'm gonna lie on
What
this.
we got?
Go on.
Okay, Yon. She's sitting on the side of the bed, putting on her hygiene or whatever. I look on her back, there's scratches on her back. How you get scratches on your back? It's like, I don't know. What scratches you talking about? So I take her to the mirror. I tell her to turn around and look in the mirror. She look in the mirror. Oh, them scratches probably got in there when I was in the shower or something. Watch this, Your Honor. The scratches is in this area, up and down. That's where your scratches should be.
If you're scratching
your own back.
Okay.
Because you reaching back here doing this.
Right. Watch this, Your Honor. The scratches that was on her back was going like this. Indicating that I was in some passion and pulling when these scratches got up in my back.
Oh.
Oh, so they were horizontal, like somebody was reaching
Sean, they
around.
in her back like somebody done been, you know, embracing
her
her.
in.
Yeah.
When Mr.
Okay, you
Fisher
can step back.
thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes, ma'am.
When he asked you and suggested that this had happened, what was your response?
I looked at him like he was crazy because I'm
See?
double jointed. So I have a medical condition, so my skin is always itching. So I can reach my own back. Here.
No, you don't
here,
scratch. Don't nobody
here.
scratch their back coming
My back
across
is, my
like
skin
this
comes,
way
it
up in
itches,
the middle. Come
it
on.
itches
Are you
all the
serious?
time.
Now, Mrs. Fisher?
Yes, ma'am.
You said that you think that the reason he's throwing all these accusations, you deflected. And you said it's him.
It's him. It's been him.
Tell me about that.
Well, the first time I noticed that Mr. Fisher had been cheating on me is a young lady came in my driveway honking her horn. Oh, she just kept honking like she was crazy. She just kept honk.
At your home?
Yes, so I'm in my driveway, so I'm looking out the window like, who is this? He's like, oh, I'll go out there and see who it is. I looked, they was gone. I looked across the walkway. They was back in the on the side of the road. I guess he was arguing with her about coming to my house.
I got an explanation for my cheating, though, Yon.
Huh?
Okay. So it was cheating.
Yeah, I have cheated. I cheated on her a bunch of times.
But you cheated on her a bunch of times.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you telling me you have brought your wife here, accusing her of cheating, and this entire marriage you have been cheating?
Look
Yes,
at my, look
ma'am.
what she done to me, Your Honor.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes, ma'am.
You got some real gall
you.
coming up in my courtroom, crying and everything, and accusing her, and you doing what wrong?
Because she done did me like she done did me, Your Honor. I got to have somebody if we don't end up
I
making.
got a
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
So,
Say
Mr. Fisher,
something.
is that the only reason you got back with her so you could get back at her?
Yes.
Probably. It probably is, Your Honor.
Really?
You're right. It could be.
So love ain't
But I
got
love
nothing to do
her,
with
though.
this.
But if she
But
proved to me that she ain't cheating, she ain't hurt me like she hurt me when I was a kid, it's gonna be fixed. But right now, my insecurities got me doing what I do.
So you don't love this woman?
You just assuming that if she passes the test, she's gonna have you after this.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
I was her, I'd be like deuces.
Your Honor, you don't understand, Your Honor.
I got proof right here.
Did you? Okay, let me ask this. Did you know about this beforehand?
Well, after I got in his phone, I found those.
Okay, so
And that
this,
was last month.
this is from his phone. It's a text message from another woman, and it reads, "I don't want to lose you, but always remember that I do love you."
And this was last month.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is from some woman he's been seeing.
Yes.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie, Your Honor, I've been cheating.
How many different women?
I can't count them.
Can you give me a ballpark?
About 10, 15.
10 or 15 women.
Yes, sir.
And you don't feel any remorse about this.
Not at all.
I mean, this
It
is.
sounds like the whole purpose for him getting back with her is so he could take the superior position. And it's like, well, I took you back so I get to do what I want to do. I took you back, I provide for you so I can do whatever I want to do, but you can't do what you want to do. That's what it sounds like.
This is the pinnacle of petty. I mean, I ain't never seen more petty than this.
I mean, I'm a truthful man, Your Honor. Every person I ever cheated on her with, if she asked me, I done told the truth. I told her about it.
I'm a good woman, though. I've never done anything to you.
I gotta ask Mr. Fisher, when was the last time you were with another woman sexually?
Probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I had no idea.
It's the same woman I told you that's my side piece, and she don't pass this test, so I'm gonna be with.
I don't need you to tell me that you are just openly cheating because of something that happened 20 years ago.
It's well over 20 years ago.
Your Honor,
Hold on. I just want to, and Ms. Fisher, I'm not saying that two wrongs make a right. And so we're here today to find out if you have cheated.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're here for.
That's what I want him to see.
And look at the evidence that we have
Yes, sir.
about whether you cheated or not.
Exactly.
We've got the fact that you cheated in the past, but
Right.
you've admitted to.
Right.
We've got the 2 a.m. call from your ex, and we've got the scratches on your back. And for all of those reasons, Mr. Fisher believes you're cheating.
No, sir. He'll see today.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call Tommie Platt, licensed polygraph examiner, to determine, is she cheating? Rod, order it. How are you, sir?
Good, Your Honors.
Could you share for the court record your credentials?
Yes, ma'am. I have over 30 years' experience in the United States military and in law enforcement. I have been a licensed polygraph examiner for over 11 years and conducted nearly 3,000 exams.
Not your first day.
No, ma'am.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Mrs. Fisher.
Yes, ma'am.
She was asked a series of questions.
Yes, ma'am.
You asked Ms. Fisher, since being married to your husband, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man? What was her response to that question?
She stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was telling the truth.
Ms. Fisher, you described yourself as a good woman, and, I don't know if I agree with that.
I am a good woman.
I don't know if you're a good woman. You are an incredible woman if you had stayed with him through all this.
I've been through hell.
You've been vindicated. Do you have anything that you want to say to Mr. Fisher?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, she got a statement.
Can I approach him?
Okay.
These are for you. For all the cheating, all the hurt, all the lies that you've done to me, all the breakdown that you've done to me, I'm done. I'm good.